I will be up here all night, and I'm going to bring y'all a whole bunch of comedians, and they're all going to be excellent. The next comedian coming to the stage is a very funny man. Everybody, please clap hard for Mr. Zach Schwagel. Zach Schwagel, everybody!
Oh, give it up for Mark. Give it up for Mark. Give it up for yourselves. Yes, yes. I don't think my jokes are good enough for all this crown molding. And Mark, this is nice. This is a nice place. We're losing a lot of places in Baltimore. We don't have certain restaurants and certain, bars and venues and theaters and stuff. It closes down, right? We lose stuff. We lost my favorite venue recently, favorite place to go. The Squeegee Boy intersection at Fayette and 83. That's my favorite shit on earth. Oh my God, I used to go down there on a Saturday, make some sandwiches, bit of beach chair, and just watch. Watch the white people from the county drive in and have a full-blown panic attack when they hit that light. Yeah, they think a bunch of 13-year-olds are going to assault them and murder them, directly outside the police headquarters. That makes sense. With all the homicide detectives that work in there. Yeah. Afraid you're going to get held up at squirt point. I don't understand. Since when did white people become so afraid of black people with cleaning supplies? That's my question. Right? Black people with cleaning supplies used to be the only black people that white people liked. I can't keep up, white people. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Some of you are looking at me like, did they book a white man on the Black History Month comedy show? And he's first? Yes. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But I know some people can't quite tell what version of white this is, right? I know. I'm aware. Believe me, I've lived 37 years like this. Do you know who has the hardest time figuring out what I am? Little black kids. It's adorable. They've never seen this combination. They don't know what this is. It's very confusing, I used to tutor math in West Baltimore when I was there this one day. And this little 9-year-old boy named Charles, we were going to work on fractions. It's a big day, right? Big day in the math world. And Charles, before we started, he was looking at me. He was all like, what? He was like, hey, Mr. Zach. Kids yell everything, right? I said, what's up, Charles? He said, do you do your hair with a hot comb? For the white people, a hot comb is a black hair tool. We don't use them. I was like, Charles, no, man, I don't use a hot comb. I have white hair. Charles was furious. He looked at me, he was like, white? Don't say that. That's racist. He said, you're not white. You're light-skinned. This is the best white day of my life. It's the best thing for a white man to pass. We love that. That's an accomplishment. I never thought it would happen to me. It was great. But then I panicked. I said, oh no, Charles doesn't know what white people look like. This is not good for a young, enterprising black boy. He needs to know all the white people in the room at all times. It's for his survival, right? Because we all remember what happened the last time the black people thought a white person was black. They let a white woman named Rachel with a messed up curl run the NAACP. Not good. Not good. No, I will answer your suspicion. This is Jewish, yes. Don't clap. We're not very popular right now. We're a little out of pocket right now, and I don't like it. It's very embarrassing. I try to hide that I'm Jewish now. I'm like, I don't know, because, these Israeli government's out of pocket. Jeffrey Epstein is Jeffrey Epstein. It's too much. It's too much. It's messed up my dating game. Messed up my whole dating game. Like, when I bring a girl home now, right? It's crazy. When I bring a girl home, before we get busy and we get naked, I go in the bathroom and try to uncircumcise myself. I try to stretch that foreskin back. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're going to be good friends after this. Speaking of my sex life, do you know who has absolutely zero faith in my sex game? My parents. And I learned this over Sunday dinner. It's incredible. I realized that I was never given a sex talk when I was a kid, like a teenager, right? Never given a sex talk. I didn't understand why. So, one Sunday dinner, this was the conversation that was had. I said to my mom, I was like, hey, when I was a teenager, why didn't you give me a sex talk? And she said, well, we didn't think we needed to. I said, why? Because you thought like it would be handled in like the high school, like sex ed? She said, no. We just knew you weren't getting any. Do you know how much of a little virgin bitch you have to be for your parents to know? It's not good, right? And my dad looks at me because he could tell I'm upset, right? I'm gonna close out on this. My dad looks at me and he goes, just like this. He goes, I mean, you're having sex now, right? I said, yes, Dad, I'm 37 years old. I'm having sex now. Yes. Yes, I sex. I know sex. I do sex. I sex. Yes. Right? And he goes, he's like, so when was the last time? I'm like, what are you, writing a book? What is this information for? I said, it was a month ago. It was a month ago. Are you happy? And he goes, well, how was it? Like, it was great. It was fabulous, fantastic. It went great. It was good. He goes, okay, good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Did she have a good time? I say, yeah, it was great. What are you asking all these questions for? And he goes, I just want to make sure you know how to please women. And at that point, my mother looked at me. She wrapped her head around and she said, you know, you could learn a thing or two from your father. She said, his tongue is the only reason we're still together. All right, y'all, I've been Zach Swagel. You've been very, very, very fun. Let's bring up your next comedian.